Hey everyone, and welcome to this premium note. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today because we're stepping into a future-ready digital business model that is honestly completely transforming what it means to be an independent creator. Think of this as your professional mentorship session, a global masterclass on how you can build, scale, and actually monetize a one-person digital record label. We're going to dive right into the exact systems, tools, and workflows that a real-world practitioner used to take just an internet connection and some smart AI automation and turn it into a life-changing digital income.
And look, when I say life-changing, I really mean it. We're talking over $114,000 generated in literally just 6 months. Now, what's so cool about this is that it isn't some theoretical projection or pie-in-the-sky idea. This is undeniable proof. We're looking at actual withdrawals from the distribution app DistroKid, recorded completely in public. Think about it. $15,000 one month, over $20,000 the next. It absolutely proves the sheer wealth-building potential of this technology. It's not just about making a cool song. It's about building a highly profitable, scalable digital asset.
So, here is our syllabus for today's note. We'll be hitting 1. The blueprint, 2. Suno generation, 3. Professional packaging, 4. Global distribution, 5. Niche SEO, and 6. The mindset. By the end of our time together, you'll know exactly how to go from a totally blank screen to becoming a globally distributed, income-generating artist. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the blueprint, democratizing music production. This right here is the whole foundation of what we're building, the one-person digital label. Essentially, we're leveraging AI tools to independently write, produce, package, and distribute music at scale. You know, back in the day, you'd need a massive studio, expensive session musicians, and basically the blessing of a major label just to get a single track on iTunes. Well, not anymore. This model uses AI to automate all that heavy lifting, which effectively turns any creative entrepreneur or freelancer into a complete production studio. You are completely bypassing the traditional gatekeepers and building your own digital real estate. Moving right along to Section 2, generating tracks with Suno, the audio engine. Okay, so here is the exact 4-step technical workflow used to engineer these tracks. Step 1, you record a custom voice. This is absolutely crucial. The creator we're following literally sang a raw, bluesy a cappella riff called Guard Tower Blues straight into their computer. And hey, you don't even have to be a great singer. The AI just uses this clip to anchor the unique vocal tone so your artist doesn't sound like some generic robot. Step 2, you write a niche prompt. Step 3, generate and evaluate the tracks. And Step 4, just download the winning track as a WAV file. Let's zero in on that prompt for a second, because this is where the magic happens. Check out the exact phrasing used to generate a hit song called I Get Paid. It reads, Outlaw Country Rap song about getting by in the AI era with hard work. Notice how hyper-specific that is? It's not just saying, make a rap song. It targets a very specific mashup niche, Outlaw Country Rap. The AI takes that specific prompt, blends it with that custom vocal tone we just recorded, and spits out incredibly high-quality, emotionally resonant tracks. It's just a fantastic example of practical, smart implementation. But having a great WAV file is really only half the battle, which brings us to Section 3, professional packaging, designing the album art. You know, to thrive in the digital economy, your product has to look the part. And I love how efficient this visual packaging pipeline is, because you don't need to hire an expensive graphic designer at all. First, you just use ChatGPT to generate a 3,000 by 3,000 pixel image. Maybe you ask for an outlaw country rapper facing away on an empty dirt road. Then you pull that image straight into Canva, apply their autofocus tool to make it pop and feel a bit more realistic, and finally, just slap a retro or nostalgic filter on it. 3 super quick steps using free tools, and boom, you've engineered industry-grade, eye-catching album art that is perfectly ready for Spotify and Apple Music.
All right, we have a perfectly packaged product. Let's get into the monetization mechanism with Section 4, global distribution, setting up royalties.
To actually get paid, we use a platform like DistroKid. Now, treat this like your strict submission checklist. When you upload, you absolutely must claim 100% ownership. For the creation process, select Human and AI Assisted because, remember, you guided the prompt and provided that vocal seed. Set the digital price at 99 cents. Also, be sure to credit your AI persona as the synthesizer and producer. And please, listen to this next part very closely. Limit your uploads to just 1 or 2 albums a week. If you get overly excited and upload 100 songs a day, you're going to look like a spammer, and your account will get banned. Just stick to this workflow and you'll secure your rights flawlessly. Now it's time to elevate this from a simple how-to into a real business masterclass. Section 5, Niche SEO, the data-driven strategy.
Take a look at the stark contrast in strategy here. This is how you actually find your audience. Amateurs rely on random uploads. They guess at genres, they use super basic titles, and they just cross their fingers hoping for streams. And frankly, that is a recipe for failure. Professionals, on the other hand, use data-driven uploads. They use search tools like VidIQ to analyze search volume right on YouTube. They might discover that, hey, Outlaw Country Rap has a massive audience, but really low competition. So they target those exact keywords. They're treating their digital releases exactly like highly optimized SaaS products or e-commerce listings. It's all about knowing exactly what the market is actively searching for before you even generate a single note.
And this data-driven strategy goes even deeper. By using an incredible tool called musical SEO, we see that digital wealth in this space isn't luck. It's literally a math equation. Musical SEO reverse engineers the top 10 iTunes and YouTube hits in your specific niche. So the data reveals the exact song structure required. Like, does Outlaw Rap need a quick 10-second intro or a drawn-out 30-second one? It tells you the optimal BPM, the best key signatures, and even the emotional hooks and narrative themes that listeners are responding to right now. You are quite literally using data to guarantee an audience. But look, having the best data and the best AI tools won't save you if your head isn't in the right place. That brings us to our final phase, Section 6, the mindset, reality of a one-person business. 500, just let that number sink in for a second. That is your reality check. The creator's benchmark is producing 500 songs in 90 days, just to test if a chosen niche is even viable. That is the true workload of a one-person digital business. If you aren't getting streams or making money after hitting that 500-song benchmark over a few months, well, only then do you pivot to a brand new artist persona. You have to be totally willing to iterate, test, and put in some serious volume to see what actually sticks. I love this quote because it captures the raw, unvarnished truth of a real-world practitioner. Delayed gratification is the name of the game, sucking it up and spinning your damn wheels until you get it right. You are for sure going to have moments where you feel like you're failing. You'll upload songs and get absolute zero traction, but the biggest factor in unlocking that $114,000 we talked about at the start, it isn't some secret algorithmic hack. It's simply not giving up. It's rolling with the punches. And what about all the people complaining about AI music right now? Well, the reality is that the anti-AI pushback equals a massive opportunity. All those complaints you hear from major labels, they're just stalling. They are desperately trying to figure out how to negotiate deals so they can get a piece of the pie. But while they figure that out, there is a massive, wide-open window right now for agile, fast-moving entrepreneurs to capture market share. Which brings us to one final provocative question I want to leave you with today. The digital transformation is happening. The tools are here. The platform is ready. Are you ready to build? You now have the blueprint, the workflows, and the data-driven strategies you need to start creating real value and earning with your knowledge in this modern digital economy. The gatekeepers are officially gone. It's time to get to work. Thank you so much for joining me for this note, and honestly, I cannot wait to see what you build.